Hey guys, it's Heaven.
And Nigel.
And welcome back to InHerself podcast,
where we talk about family, faith, finance, and friendship.
But this week, it's Christmas.
Your favorite.
What's her name? Let me get it together.
Mariah Carey?
Mariah Carey.
Yes.
It's time.
That's so ridiculous.
And it's not giving exciting, though.
Are you excited about Christmas? No.
Mm-mm.
Why?
I know. It's a facade.
Oh, my God.
Because that's how we're supposed to be feeling. You're supposed to be joyful and it's the holiday season. But I don't feel that. Baby don't have a Christmas tree up.
You don't have your tree? Why? Christmas is like here.
Right. So at this point, don't even put it up.
Don't even worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Wait till next year. Don't worry about
try
it.
Again.
I think Christmas and just seeing stuff on social media, like, it's irritating to me because y'all done forgot that it's my daddy's birthday.
Okay.
And y'all done got these little snow people and these little, all this other stuff. And it just has been bothering me. So my mind hasn't been on, oh, it's Christmas, it's the holidays. My mind has been on y'all playing.
So let's clarify, because some people gonna think you talking about your actual daddy. I know
y'all
you
should
talking
know
about
better than that. If you've been following the episodes, you should know better than that.
So for the people who just tuning in right now, we're not talking about your biological father. We're talking about King
Jesus,
the Lord
Christ.
Yes.
The day that the world has decided to say this is the day we're going to celebrate, and nobody celebrates it.
Come on.
And I have a big, big problem with that.
Yeah.
So I'm just not really in the Christmas spirit, if that makes sense.
So how was Christmas for you growing up? Did you include Jesus in Christmas and all of that? Like, why are you there?
Like, you got up, your mama made a coffee.
Okay.
The Christmas, hey Alexa, hey Siri, whatever, play the Jackson Christmas. And you got up, you brushed your teeth, you put your pajamas on, and they said, hold on.
Okay.
We're going to shabak the Lord.
Okay.
We're going to thank him for his goodness.
And his mercy.
For being born and all that good stuff. And then you open the gifts.
Okay.
So now I'm like, y'all don't even recognize that it's his birthday. Y'all just go straight to opening gifts. I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
It's really not even the gift parts because I'm a giver. It's the extra stuff. Like, I love the movie The Grinch. I love all of this stuff. It's cute.
Yeah.
But it's just like, let's just remember is all I'm saying.
And you know what? So it sounds like you didn't believe in Santa Claus growing up.
Who was a Santa?
And see, that's the thing. Because for me, I was forced to believe in Santa Claus. Like, my mom would be like, if you don't believe in Santa Claus, you ain't getting no gifts. I was like, okay.
Wait, are you for real?
I'm serious.
I never knew that story. So she said you have to believe in Santa.
Yes. Like, literally, I was forced to believe in Santa Claus. And it was so magical until literally because we stayed in apartments growing up, right? And so I remember like going in my mama's room trying to find, like never finding no Christmas presents, nothing. And literally the next day, like not the next day, that night we would watch the news channels and stuff, and they have Santa Claus going to Asia and Africa and all that. You gotta go to bed, leaving cookies out for him, everything. My daddy fake eating the dang on cookies and drinking that milk or whatever, and waking up the next morning and a bike was there, and I mean presents out this world. I'm like, bro, it really is a Santa Claus.
That's magical.
No, that was a lie. It was. Because don't lie to me.
But so when did you find out that he wasn't, and did it break your heart? Because I hear those stories all the time. Do you like live music?
Do you live in the Tampa Bay, Bradenton, or Clearwater area?
If so, we have the perfect event just for you.
On January 6, 2024 at 7 p.m. at the Bradenton Performing Arts Center, Heaven and I will be singing at the first annual When Music Speaks concert.
This event is 21 and older, so be sure to dress to impress.
To purchase your tickets, scan the QR code or click the link in the description below.
Can't wait to see you there.
So, when I found out one year we had to stay in a hotel. No, this sounds so bad, but it's real. We was in the hotel, and Santa ain't coming to this hotel, bro.
Santa wasn't coming to that apartment either.
He came to the apartment.
And what chimney?
I don't know. He came to I still don't know how he got in there. Okay. But then I found out as I got older, my mom was like, so we used to hide all the presents at your grandma's house, and then used to drive to our grandma's house in the middle of the night just to keep up this lie.
It's hard because it's beautiful because you're giving the children the experience, but you're lying. But parents are, I don't want to say that.
They lying.
Right. I was going to say parents are liars.
But let me tell you why that messed me up, because then I started questioning God, because I can't see God, and God is a magical person. right? As a child in my mind. So you telling me Santa Claus and I found out he wasn't true. Then it's like, so is God real? Because let me know.
That's why you can't lie.
That's why I don't lie to my kids. They ask me, there is no Santa Claus. I am Santa.
Yeah.
I go to work.
Yeah.
I provide. And if according to now one thing I did take from Santa Claus book, if you are a naughty child, you not get nothing. And I meant that. And I mean it today.
Dude, I don't believe that.
You
I
don't
don't
believe
it, no, because this is what parents do.
Okay.
You ain't been listening. You being bad. Then the kids get down. You ain't getting nothing. I'm taking everything back. Then the kids get downstairs and it's a bike downstairs.
Oh, okay.
And it's a million gifts. Because you don't want your child to not have anything. Okay.
Can I tag me in?
Okay.
No, you're not getting nothing. And I'm this type of parent.
Okay.
We wake up Christmas. I done bought everything. You open them up, but we finna donate them.
Enough.
Play with me, as God is my witness. Play with me.
Gosh.
Because don't play with me. You have a couple jobs. Go to school, do your chores, have a nice attitude and say, hey. And you doing everything but what you're supposed to be doing. And you know ain't no Santa, play with me.
Right, it's given. You know this ain't no little ain't nobody dropping nothing off. You know that I worked hard for it.
Yes.
But I don't even see you doing that.
Okay. Because this year, it's going down.
I don't see you doing that.
This year, it's going down. Them grades ain't right. Now, Makai did try to get them up. So, okay, we might have to make some shape. But he tried me this week.
Right.
And so, therefore.
So, what if the Lord did us like that?
You know what? I knew this is where this was going.
He don't do us like that.
Let me tell you. So, grace is, I didn't take them back to the store. Let's talk about this. Because grace is, I at least went on Amazon and did my big one and went to Walmart and did what I was supposed to do. And I've been coaching y'all through this. It ain't no surprise. God tell us too.
Right.
He said, listen, do right. And yes, he reigns on the just and the unjust. But our job is also to not train them to believe that's going to happen every time, because sometimes God will withhold your stuff. He ain't going to give it away, but he will withhold and delay it. So I'm training you up to be a good citizen of the kingdom. That's not realistic.
So you see your blessings, right? But because you didn't act accordingly, this is not the season for you to receive them. You see them, but you don't receive them. So then eventually down the line, do you say, here you go?
Yeah, or you might get something better than what you wanted. Because most of the time, you go buy these hoverboards. I got hoverboards right now in my garage right now that has been rolled twice.
Yeah.
But you begged me for it.
Yeah. I learned that from having friends with children. Me, I'm going to buy a gift that you want. I'm not wasting a coin. Rent is due on the 1st and December is on the 25th. So I'm never buying anybody something that you don't want. You're not going to waste my money and say, oh, thank you in my face, and then you really don't want it.
Especially with this inflation.
I don't like that. I could care less if I was rich.
I'm still not buying nothing.
I'm not.
That you don't want.
You know that I'm that type of person.
I'm that way too.
What do you want? Send me exactly what you need.
Be specific.
Because I be doggone if I keep giving my sweet baby Lyric these doll babies and she keep tearing them apart.
She do.
You're getting close.
And she love to dress up.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it just makes sense for that. So for me, I'm taking that with the children that I don't have, but my future children.
Yeah.
And like, I'm getting you what you actually want and not these little raggedy, I don't want to call it toys raggedy, but the raggedy toys because they don't appreciate it.
Mine is the principle. Like growing up, I just told you my experience is I was raised to, you have to believe in Santa Claus and you ain't getting nothing. Then as I got older, my mom was like, okay, I'm not keeping this facade when that hotel situation happened. And she's like, okay, well, now I could tell you the real reason. For me, that was a breakdown because I'm like, why didn't you just tell me, what's the purpose of you wanting me to believe in a Santa Claus? Like, I don't understand. And I get some people like, oh, it's magical. It gives them something to believe in. Give them Jesus. Because he real.
So, but I want to know why we don't. Like, what is so even in Christianity, this don't have anything to do with Christmas, but Easter, right? So we set apart this specific day and then give attention to everything else. I'm confused.
And so, again, two completely different situations. Christmas is about his birth.
Right.
Easter, resurrection, is about him being crucified for our sins. He had to be born before he died.
Right.
So the fact that they're not even talking about this. Even in the church, like the church is not. Can we talk about this?
Yeah.
So the church is starting to even incorporate like these magical things and all the, even Halloween, we having fall festivals, and not that we going there, but just reindeers and snowflakes.
Because
and
they're trying to make sure that they reach the world.
No, reach. He said, if I be lifted up,
I'll draw.
He don't need no extra sugar, salt, or spice.
But I think it's about, I don't know, because I'm not the pastor, but I feel like it's because, we got to make sure that we celebrate this holiday because we want others to come out and do this and do that. But it's disturbing to me. I don't like it.
But I think the world we live in is hungry for authentic people, authentic experiences. And if you are feeding them this line, it makes them question what is real and what is fake.
So they're lukewarm.
So give them the truth.
Yeah.
And that's what my issue was growing up. I love my mom 100%. What she did, that was her reasoning. Don't blame her for it. I just said, when I did find out the truth, I'm never doing my kids like that. I'm never telling them that this is a lie, because then you're going to question, you telling the truth about this? Tooth Fairy. Let's go down like Easter bunnies.
Who are these people?
I don't know where they came from.
I want to know.
Millennials ain't going, bro. I'm not lying to my kids. I promise you I'm not doing it.
But my mom, she told me a story about how she found out that Santa was real. My grandma did it big, toys, everything like this. And then they were in a season where they didn't have any money.
Yep.
So she woke up one morning and there were no gifts.
Wow.
That's what I mean by
traumatic.
Right. That is a traumatic experience. And I don't hope or wish that for anybody that's watching, of course.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, God forbid you get in those type of situations. Now what?
And the stores are filthy rich and you broke, can't pay your lights because you trying to buy Bobby and Susan all these gifts because their neighbors or their friends has it. This is what I'm getting ready to say to you. So with my kids, I genuinely tell them it is about giving. I think that's what the storyline came from. There was the Santa Claus that went around giving all these kids gifts and stuff and just, being nice. If you're gonna incorporate that, cool, about giving, but they're making it about receiving.
Right.
It's not about you getting nothing. It's about you giving everything, giving of your time, giving of your attention, whatever that looks like. But I'm not gonna focal point this man with a beard who overweight and need to be on Ozempic about something. I'm not doing that. I'm just not doing that. I'm sorry. I'm not. That's not even. God. I'm not doing that. No.
Oh my gosh. She said Santa need to be on Ozempic.
He does. He does.
No,
I'm not doing
understand. I get what you mean 1,000%. I just, for me in my household, there would be no Santa.
Yeah.
Don't bring a snowman in here.
Yeah.
Don't bring nothing.
Yeah.
Jesus is the absolute reason for the season. He is the reason that I got a coin to go outside and get you something that you are not deserving of.
Now, contradictory, I know some may feel like, if you're going to say that, then you shouldn't have a Christmas tree because you know what a Christmas tree, that is decoration to me.
I don't have one.
I'm talking about me.
Okay.
So I have one, but to me, it's decoration. I believe there's nothing in of itself is what you make it. That's the word of God say. It doesn't, the tree don't mean, it's a decoration to me. To somebody else.
Just don't idolize it.
I'm not idolizing that thing. It's cute. That's it. It ain't got a whole bunch of lights and all this stuff on it to be what it's going to be. But understand what in my house, that is what I am sharing with my children is the reason for the season. It is because he came.
Yeah.
To redeem man.
Just acknowledge. For me, it's just
That's
acknowledgement. I'm not asking anybody to go out their way and do all of this and that. It's just acknowledgement because if it was my birthday, and folks was out here not even saying happy birthday to me, but they giving gifts to everybody else, I would have a problem.
And that's what we do.
That is exactly what we do.
We do not even say, well, happy birthday, Jesus.
That's all. He won't.
Making room.
That is all. And we don't do that.
For the breath in our bodies. Now when I pray, girl, back in the day, you pray stuff, you just be saying it. But now when you wake up, you say, Lord, thank you for my right mind. Lord, thank you for the breath in my body. Thank you that the blood was still running warm. Like I understand now what those words truly mean.
Because he literally did not have to. Everything he did not have. It was a choice.
Yeah.
He said, all right, I know y'all know good, but I'm going to get up here on this cross and I'm going to do my good one.
Yeah.
to say, I'm paraphrasing. It's not biblical. I'm just,
Yeah.
I don't want nobody to eat me up in the comments. I know the Bible. I just want y'all to know.
Right.
But it's just the lack thereof. The acknowledgement that we don't have for him, it really breaks my heart.
But the expectation is, if you don't make time for him on your day-to-day, why would they make time for him on one special day?
And that's probably the absolute issue.
They don't. So I'm not surprised at all, because history has taught us that people go to church, and that's the topic. We talk about that on another podcast. But when people go to church, typically is Christmas, Easter, what's the other one? I'm sorry, Resurrection, and it's another one. Is it New Year's?
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's bad that we have specific days that you go and reference God.
But why do they just go on those days? Because I would be embarrassed.
In my opinion, I feel like that's when our grandmas used to tell all the kids and the cousins, y'all need to come to church with me. And they say, okay, you go get your perms and your curls and everything because grandma. But we don't got grandmas like that no more.
Right. But it's still, even when people come to church on Christmas and Easter, keep saying Easter because y'all done messed me up.
Resurrection
Sunday.
Yeah.
They come just to be shown, just to look good.
Yeah.
Though. It's never about the specific reasons. And that's the world we live in now. Everybody just want to look good.
Yep.
Y'all done got Tommy, this PS5, these new Jordan 1s, and you don't have no money.
Broke.
You don't have any money. And that's not me being in anybody's pockets. It's the truth.
Yeah.
For me, I used to be the one, I'm going to give my last. It don't matter what I
gotta do.
I'm gonna give it all. I would be a dummy and a fool.
Yeah. That's not even wisdom.
Because when I turn around on that first, nobody's gonna pay them bills.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do what I can. And that is all.
And that's why you mad at Tommy and Billy, because the PS4 is broke on the third day.
Mm-hmm.
It's done.
Mm-hmm.
And so you upset because you spent your bill money to keep up this facade.
For other people.
And
nobody cares. Nobody cares.
No.
Literally, no. Y'all take these pictures, y'all look cute little kids, y'all take these pictures, and then y'all turn y'all phone off and y'all crying because you don't have no money.
Yep. And now you got to go down to try to find somebody. I don't know who said that. I want to say it was somebody. It was a pastor. I'm not sure. They said only a foolish person buys what they want and begs for what they need. That, and I said, I'm going to hide that in my heart, because why are you buying what you want and begging for what you need? When reality is, who are you buying these presents for? Reality is, those same Christmas presents that my kids had last year literally are down in my garage now.
They don't want them.
Scared, shivering.
Yeah, they don't want them. It's just for the moment.
That's it.
And so for the moment, I'm going to buy you clothes that I know for sure you're going to wear.
It. So now I buy needs. I buy, okay, so you want to redecorate your room. Okay, let's get some new bed stuff. Okay, you need clothes. You need underwear. That's a staple in the house. Underwear, undershirts, or whatever. Okay, so you're actually doing basketball. Let's get you some stuff to bed. I get stuff you need that you're actually going to use. I might even ask you. I may say, okay, so, but you know what? I don't have to ask you because I pay attention to you.
Right.
I know my child.
Right.
I know you're involved in football. I know you're involved in basketball. I know you like math. I know you like to read. I know you like dolls. So because I know you, I'm not asking you. Does God ask us what we want?
Mm-mm. And half the time, what we want, baby, we don't need.
Boop.
Majority of the time, what we want, we do not need.
And so he gives us what we need.
Mm-hmm.
And so I pay attention to my children enough to say, okay, let me see how I'm moving. And you know what? It has been successful every year. They love it. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we do.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't even thinking about, that's my job as a parent.
Right. Right.
And it's my privilege to give to you. And it's even more of an honor for you to receive and understand the authentic reason for why we're off today. It's because he gave his life.
Right.
But he was born first.
Mm-hmm. And it's just a contradiction of, oh, well, y'all believe in Santa, but not Jesus.
Yeah, I mean.
It's a strange story.
It's crazy.
It's a strange story. And I don't want to judge anybody. Actually, yeah, I am. It's like, don't lie. Yeah, I'm going to judge the folk that believe in this Santa and the facade of it all.
But you mad at me because I know that there's God. There is Jehovah Jireh.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my gosh, hey. One thing I also told my kids too, just about religion in general, is let me not say religion, because I'm going to say relationship, because that's another thing we're trying to get away from is this religious type situation, is if you lived your life, your entire life, doing good by people, if you live your entire life just according to the word of God and all of that stuff, and you die, and there is no God, what did you lose? But
If
you live your life contrary to the word, contrary as what you're supposed to be as a Christian, as a just a good human, and you die and there is a God, what do you lose?
everything.
So I'm gonna take my chances
Yeah.
on the word, because what am I losing? I lived an awesome life and I died and there was a God. There is a God.
And here's the thing, the rules, because people call them rules, that we're supposed to live by, they aren't terrible.
No.
Be nice to folk. Don't kill people. Honor your mother and your father. What's wrong with these rules?
I don't know.
Nothing.
I don't know.
Nothing is wrong. And I don't want nobody to hear us wrong. I want you to enjoy the Christmas day with your family. Like, that's what it's definitely all about.
Yes.
But I just want us to just put in the forefront of our mind to remember why we even celebrate the day that it is. Because if it wasn't no Jesus, it wouldn't be any Christmas.
And I want my sisters to get free from this mentality of you got to go broke because you're trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to build wealth in this generation. We're trying to leave an inheritance for our children. We're trying to get our credit scores 800 and buying properties. And you can't do that going broke every year because the mental is not right.
Yeah. But that's definitely something that we as an entire generation just have to work on, because as I keep saying, social media has fooled us.
Yes.
And it's
big time.
fake. It's not real life. It's not a real thing. People point out great moments, but that's not what could have happened between the photo or between the video. Like, you don't know.
Yes.
So, yeah. I got that off my chest. I feel good. And I ain't gonna put no tree up still either.
You say you're not gonna put a tree up?
No.
Okay.
No
you got
tree.
a stocking?
I don't have nothing but that little thing you gave me, and it's at the front of the door.
What thing I gave you?
Something.
Oh, that was cute. I got that from Home Goods.
So that's Christmas.
Christmassy.
Yeah. And I'm not wrapping a gift this year. Whatever I got you, I'm bringing it to you in that Amazon box.
You can buy a $1 bag. You can go to $1.25. It's not Dollar Tree no more. You can go to Dollar Tree and get $1.25.
Because I'll be doggone if I go to a store this good weekend. I'm not doing it.
I got something you can use in it. Okay.
Amen.
You can re-gift it.
That's why you just, stick around folk that got the stuff.
Because that's ridiculous. A $1 bag. Okay.
But what we supposed to say? Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
It's like, I don't even know how to do it.
Right.
It's like, be in the spirit. Don't act like that.
Yes, please.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
We're not doing that.
All right. We'll just do it how we normally do.
Yes.
In herself, she is loved.
In herself, she is beautiful.
In herself, she is strong. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys.